Hey, 4213, Challenges of Childhood. This is Dr. Ang coming to give a quick overview on pediatric resource presentation. There are a couple changes that we're going to try this semester, so I wanted to make you aware of those. Everything else you can follow the guidelines and the rubric as presented, but the two changes I wanted to make you aware of, it has in the past, we sometimes have paired students because you present in class, but given the nature of this being an online course, you're going to do this assignment independently. So you will do this by yourself, and we will not be presenting obviously in class. So you are going to record the presentation, and then we are going to upload those onto Blackboard where students and faculty can view those there. So those are the two changes that I wanted to make you aware of. This presentation is going to tap into a client scenario and a specific need that hopefully, as we progress through the course, keep in mind as you work through in different topics that come up, or if there is maybe a scenario that you know in your personal life that you want to highlight just generally in the case of this presentation, you can do that as well. Sometimes there are students that say, my brother or my sister or my cousin or my neighbor suffers with this, and I've often wondered what resources are available and how can I help them, but I didn't know how to help, so I felt helpless. This is one of those scenarios that we're going to take a pediatric resource presentation. We're going to take a scenario of a pediatric challenge, and we're going to offer solutions for that basically. And also, since this is an online, I'm going to kind of open up the parameters. Typically, we've said we want to keep it kind of tight, what resources are available in the Tulsa area. However, let's say you're from St. Louis or you're from Fort Worth, whatever the case may be. If there is a resource or a super cool thing that you offer from your hometown that you want to make people aware of, feel free to use that as well. But in general speaking, we want to know what's available in the Tulsa area, that when you come out with, for example, if you're in nursing school and when you come out and you're practicing as a nurse and you see this specific scenario, you want to know what resources are available. You want to have things tucked in your tool belt that you can unfold and you can share with families. As we're addressing the specific patient scenario related to a pediatric patient, pediatric challenge, we also want to remember that we are considering the entire family unit as well. So these resources can be geared towards the family that's supporting that pediatric client when we're looking at this sake of this presentation. So you have a possible of 100 points with this presentation, and in addition, this is worth 20% of your overall course grade. So you can see the date that's listed on course content, also in your schedule. You can see it's towards the end of the semester, so you have plenty of time. If you don't have a topic that's hot on the press right now, just continue to think and have it in the back of your mind as you work through and progress through the content for the semester. Once you have a specific scenario, or maybe you already have that because you do have something, maybe you've worked with something, again, like I've mentioned, and you've had, oh, I feel so helpless. I know they have these specific needs for this child, and they seem to struggle in this area, and I wish I could help. I wish I knew what was available that could make support optimal outcomes for that child. If you know a scenario or a condition that you want to address in your presentation, go ahead and email that to me. I'm going to keep record, and we don't want 5 or 6 students doing the same topic. obviously 1 or 2 is okay. Getting a couple different perspectives, that will be okay. But make sure that you email it to me and that you hear back. And I give you the green light before you hit the gas and take off with that topic. Because again, we want to make sure that we kind of spread out because we will be viewing these towards the end of the semester. So we want to have a good variety with those. Again, 20%. You can see if you pull up the guidelines, it's a PowerPoint presentation. Although we will not be presenting in class, I still would like when you present and you record that to be posted on Blackboard, please dress in professional dress, and it will be a scholarly presentation. So approach it as if you would if you're standing at the podium in front of the class, because an aspect of your grade will be on your presentation. So you'll want to speak clearly. You'll want to make sure that your audio is working. You'll see that there's a PowerPoint. You'll also show those. If you want to do just an aspect that is voiceover for part of it, that's okay. But I would like to make sure that I see you in the video at some point. So if you want to open it up and introduce and then close it as the video aspect and then voiceover PowerPoint for portion of it, that would be acceptable as well. But go through, look at the rubric, and again, just disregard the aspect of it being 2 students, because when we do it in class, we have some time for some group work, and then when it's presented, it's a much different approach to the assignment. So no, for the case of this semester, when it's an online offering of the course, you will be doing this assignment independently. And which the positive aspect of that, you can pick whichever topic is of interest to you and intrigues you and something you're going to be able to be passionate about. And I do, when I grade these and I view them, I want to feel that passion, that you have tapped into something, you are engaged in something, and you thoroughly analyzed what resources are available, and you're reaching out knowing that you are being an advocate for children and their families. So I want to feel that excitement when you give this presentation. So it says, I think 13 to 15 minutes or something when it's 2 students. So let's go, 8 to 10 minutes when it is 1, when you're going to do it by yourself. So we again will be presenting that in a video form and posting it. So if you have any questions regarding this assignment, again, this is another one that could be posted early. I will make sure we have that area blocked off on Harvey, so in Blackboard, so that you can submit that as soon as you get ready. But please do not hit the gas on this assignment until you get the green light from me on the topic, so that I can make sure that we are well versed in covering a lot of challenges of childhood, so this can be meaningful for all. So thank you. If you have any questions or concerns, hit me. Thanks.